back at the cabin now for a couple days, so pretty excited to be here. Regarding my last video, I was having issues and stuff with the saw, so I brought my big saw so I won't have any troubles with the cold. It's in tip-top condition. And I also had to haul some gas here. So it is a 661 from Stihl, a 92cc saw. You might have seen it in other videos. I had a 36-inch bar on it. Now I'm at a 24. It makes it a whole lot more maneuverable. This isn't a super light saw. I would have rathered a light bar just to shave like a few grams or pounds off. But 24 standard bar is the only thing they had in stock, so that's what I took. But still a huge improvement over the 36, and it makes it a whole lot more maneuverable in the woods. So, and this saw is new. I use it for milling also. I'm pretty sure I did a video on that before. I brought a bunch more stuff. And I also brought this nice little can of gas and oil for the saw itself. So now let's go inside and I'll show you guys what I brought. Alrighty, so set all that up. Now get started. Alright, so now for the little things I brought. I went out shopping with my girlfriend, and these stores had these carpets available, kind of like the one I have in the cabin now. Except these ones are way smaller, and I think they were pretty cheap. They're around $5. This one really has this tag on it still, but resembles the one I have now. So I just picked a few up, and can't really go wrong. Take this tag off. That'll be good for the fire. So all this is going to go in the chest that I'm sitting on right now. Also, have this thing. I think this was like $7 or something. The same store. It's like a cheap little cushion. So I'll be able to leave it on the chair outside. It's like this like fake nasty fur thing, so I don't care if it gets all messed up. So yeah, I have a fancy little cushion to sit on my rocking chair. Then a few of the viewers and subscribers suggested that I get an outside thermometer. And I found this thing for $2.50. A nice wood thermometer, so I'll definitely put that up on the post outside. Next up, I found this also. Somebody else mentioned that it would be pretty cool if I'd have a little birdhouse, because I have one that's pretty far away. You know, it's still visible, but it's far away. But a little like birdhouse hanging on the cabin, so I could hopefully like sprinkle a little bit of food on here. I think this was around $2.50 also. So it's a nice little birdhouse, and it's rustic, so I don't know how long it's gonna last for $2, but I mean it's $2. I also have I think I already have some of these things somewhere. I just don't use them. They're like for $1.25, just fire starters. It says wood, fiber, and wax, so I'll save myself a time with the whole egg carton thing. But yeah, I don't know how good they were. Whatever. Obviously, it's not a huge issue starting a fire here. I bought some more matches, because you can never have enough matches here. Except these are the, like, not the super short and not the super long, they're like kind of in the middle. They are 2.5 inches, so it's pretty good compared to the other like little inch ones I have. Then for the other controversial video that I did last week, when I was felling the tree, which a whole lot of people were just really butthurt about. It sucks to be you, but whatever. I have a bunch of wedges. People just weren't getting the point that I didn't have my sled with me. I was on a super tight time restraint, so I just didn't have any proper gear with me. You know, I know how to cut trees. I've cut hundreds, if not thousands of trees. Another big wedge. So, yeah. I'll leave these probably just here at the cabin for now. But I do have wedges and I do have proper equipment. I just choose that day. I chose that day not to bring it, just because I was with my girlfriend also. And we weren't coming here to, you know, go logging or anything. And that seems like about it. And this is the cartridges for my rifle. So yeah. I'm always happy when I bring more stuff. This little place is filling up quick. Let me know how you guys think this looks. I'm not sure on the look really. It could be like better like sticking out here, maybe with like a little platform underneath or something to hold it. I'm just not sure if I twist it. The entrance is here. I don't know, are they gonna want to go in since it's moving or no? I don't know. Maybe have like a longer nail here. I don't know. Maybe a nail inside. So there's a famous tree. I'll get to work on that. Gas up the saw. Put some oil in it. Get my little manual winch out and try to crank it over just so it falls. This is probably the worst saw. I would never use this thing just like off grid or like a situation where you're cut off from society, just because it's an absolute gas guzzler. I was doing like 10-foot planks, maybe 12-foot planks, and it's about a tank of gas per plank, so it is obviously very hard cutting a plank, but it still is crazy on gas. Also, these caps, be careful with them because they like to snap in crooked, and you'll pick it up and all the oil and everything's going to go everywhere. Since this is a very big engine, you kind of have to let it warm up on choke a little bit, kind of like a lawnmower or an ATV or whatever have you. And this is the M-Tronic, so it's an electronic carb. It auto adjusts, so you kind of let it idle for a little bit, get ready, and then you're ready to rip. just finished now. It's about an hour later, an hour and a half maybe, cutting down the tree that was hung up. So yeah, now I could relax for a bit, put another log in the fire, and take it slow. I tried to use my little manual winch, but it just wouldn't budge. I had some boat rope, and it was just sliding. It would get icy, and it would just slide. The knots would slide on each other and stuff. It just wasn't very great. I'm not expert by any means, so that just didn't work. So I ended up cutting sections out of it. Fell on the ground. I limbed it all the way up to maybe 3-4 inches at the top. I still have a good 30 feet that's good on it, so I'll use that. And also the sections, there's about like 3 to 4 foot sections there. I'll make steps out of them, hopefully, this summer when I can. Yeah, so far, saw's an absolute beast, and don't have anything to say about it. It's really, really, really good saw. Had to let the camera defrost a bit. It got a little bit dark, so I turned on my lantern, so I'm sorry if you can hear that, but see the best invention ever. I'm gonna toast up some bread here. Stoked up the fire a little bit. I got a lot of requests of people telling me to do a lot of cooking here, and the truth is I don't really cook a lot, especially not when I'm here, because sometimes I stay for a day, I leave and I come back, so I just don't have time. So usually I bring soups and stuff. I think the only big meal that I did here was the partridge, so you guys could look back, and I didn't even do it on the stove, I did it on the fire outside. But that was really, really good and really fun to do, so I might do more of that kind of catch and cook stuff. But right now I'm just trying to focus on the cabin itself. Yeah, right now, you know, I'm just a little snack. I'm just toasting up some bread. It's going to be good enough for me. Have a little bit of water. It'll do me just fine. Because I'm burning up quite a few logs, so I'll need to do way more kindling too, because that's what I start the fire with every time. Oh, here's my cooking for the night. Have this fine toasted piece of bread. Toasted to perfection. This is about as much cooking as I'll do, just because I'm a little bit hungry. I'll need to go outside because I look, it's coming to 40 degrees Celsius, but I think it's around 80 or 90 Fahrenheit. So I'm sweating in here. It's very, very hot. But yeah. Day is coming to an end. I pretty much just, big project was to cut the tree down, you know, hung the little birdhouse and the thermometer or whatever. Put 3 nails there. At least I'll be able to hang my gloves and my hat. Not too sure about my hat though, because it's like 75 or 80% wool, so I don't want it to shrink. Overall, a pretty good day. Might do a little bit of cleaning up in here. And head out for bed.